name's Alexis Green. I came to Korea for a breast revision after a double mastectomy and a reconstruction. Reconstruction that I had done was done by a cancer surgeon and not a plastic surgeon, and so wasn't very natural looking. And so I came to Korea after quite a lot of research looking where to get the surgery done in order to get a more natural looking and more comfortable result. I developed an animation deformity because of where the previous implants were placed, and I was in quite a bit of discomfort, so I wanted to fix that also. Choosing Korea was the result of a lot of research. I ended up deciding on Korea because of two main factors. One was the natural looking results that, the sort of really high standard of the quality of the results here, and also price. I decided on this particular clinic after a lot of research. I researched sort of more broadly what places like Turkey, the United States, going back to Paris, also Korea, where I would get the highest quality result. And then when I decided on Korea, I did a lot of research on the clinics here, and I ended up contacting about 5 different clinics, and I chose this clinic after having a consultation for multiple reasons. One, because the doctor here, it's one doctor who specializes in breast surgeries, and that was really important to me. I wanted somebody a specialist in this particular field and who had experience with revision, because this wasn't just a standard augmentation. I also read basically every review there is to read, and the reviews for this clinic were consistently very high, and also seemed very authentic. So that was important to me. The before and after photos, ultimately, after a lot of research, this is the clinic that came out on top. I chose the Motiva implants because I'm a mastectomy patient, so I have almost no breast tissue left. My breast tissue was removed for cancer, and the Motiva is the most ergonomic. It's the most natural looking of all of the implants, natural looking and feeling, so that's why I chose that. So my initial consultation was, started online, and was basically a request for photographs from multiple angles. It was very clear what the clinic was asking of me, so that was really helpful. And I was able to take those photos at home and send them in, and then get feedback. And then there were a few back and forth online. That was while I was deciding, and then when I got here, I had a consultation with a staff member and a translator here, and they were very thorough, asked me what my concerns were, asked me what my goals were, made a chart, made a drawing, noted everything. And then after that, I had a consultation with the doctor when all of my concerns had been documented photographically, discussed with multiple staff members. So I felt like the consultation process was extremely thorough. I didn't personally get a 3D scan. I know that's a possibility here, just because I was taking out my implants and putting something totally different in, so it didn't make sense to go that route. But I still felt like I, had a good expectation of what my result was going to be, and felt like my concerns were heard. So the recovery process for this surgery was much, much better. First of all, I had a mastectomy the first time, so I think there was quite a lot of recovery, just for that reason. The surgery was much bigger, but also because of the way that the new implants are placed above the muscle instead of underneath the muscle, it's much more comfortable for me. He fixed the animation deformity. There was, my muscle was basically just too tight over the previous implant. And these implants also feel quite a lot lighter, so it's much more comfortable. Yeah, so far I'm satisfied. It's hard to tell what they look like just because they're very bruised and a little bit swollen, but I'm much more comfortable. My main concerns really were the animation deformity, the discomfort. There was some unevenness, and all of those concerns have been addressed and seem to be resolved. So yeah, I feel very satisfied. I unexpectedly had to get a smaller implant than what I had. That was a direct result of my, I had expressed a concern about how natural it would look. It was really important to me that it looked as natural as possible. And in the end, the doctor recommended that I get a smaller implant in order to maintain a more natural look. And that was, I wasn't expecting that. And I thought that I was going to be disappointed by that result, but actually I'm fine with it. I think it looks good, and it looks, exactly like what I wanted, which is the most natural outcome. So that was the only kind of unexpected piece. My advice would be to really do your research. Very important that you feel, especially with a breast revision, you have the experience of being dissatisfied one time and not getting a good result. And I think it's really important that you feel comfortable with the clinic and with the quality of care that you're going to receive, so that you go in feeling like you're going to get the result that you want this time.